Fitzy and Wippa.
Hey, Ash Barty has won another major tournament since her retirement. This blew my mind.
What?
No, Leno. It's not tennis, mate. It's tennis. It's golf.
What?
It's golf over the weekend. So Ash Barty won. And imagine rocking up, and if you were playing in this competition, she won the Brookwater Golf and Country Club in Brisbane's outskirts. She won the ladies' competition in golf over the weekend.
God.
So she's just imagine rocking up and going, "Oh,
Ash
God, I'm
Barty's
really
here.
confident today. I feel really good." Oh my God, Ash Barty's here. She's so good at everything that she does. So she took home the huge prize money of $30.
Wow. Maybe McDonald's voucher thrown in. I thought her default would have been to go back to cricket because we know she's a great cricketer.
Yeah.
I didn't think she'd slide straight into golf and take out the win on a Sunday.
They don't need her in the cricket team. Did you see their win yesterday?
Oh,
No, I didn't.
Amazing.
Our women's Australian cricket team
Phenomenal.
are just unbeatable.
Yeah, unbelievable.
It's ridiculous how much they dominate everybody else. The rest of the world must be so sick of us when it
Yeah.
comes to cricket.
so good.
So, is she an overachiever, a massive overachiever, Ash Barty?
To think that she retired with $25 to $30 million and then she can just switch from one sport to another. You know what I've always said? I hate young achievers. I'm not into it. Anyone that's far more successful than I am at a younger age, I don't want to know about it, especially in the sporting arena. Go away, you natural gifted human.
Yeah.
Go
I know.
away.
There is an element of that, isn't
When
there?
someone's great at something then they don't try, really pisses me off. You know, I had a mate, Eddie Glenn, at school. He was a very talented guy, like a good sportsman, but also a very smart guy.
Debatable.
And he would turn up to, I don't know, every second class. But he'd always just 100%. I'd be there slogging it out. I'd be the first and the last to leave.
You got your mum to do your homework.
No, this was different. This is like, Mum couldn't
told
even.
us.
Mum couldn't even do this part.
There was a week where he really tried, Fitzy.
Yeah, environmental studies was unbelievable.
Do you? You don't even recycle properly, do you?
Yeah, I do now. Bought the biodegradable bags, so I've learnt my lesson. Yeah.
And all because of those studies.
Studies. Cyclone Collins was the name of the teacher, and he used to blow up into a storm. But Eddie would go, he was one of those kids who'd say, "Hey, watch this." And he'd ask him a question, the teacher, knowing
He couldn't answer.
he couldn't answer it.
Oh, that's amazing.
One of those guys, just gifted. 13, 24, 10 if you know somebody that's just gifted. Never tries.
Who's
you know.
the Ash? Yeah, who's the Ash Barty that you know?
So you
'Cause
see,
can we bring them down on the show today?
I'd like to.
Just to make us feel a little bit better.
you know when you see those families too, and they go, "Oh yeah, so what do their three kids do?" Well, he's a doctor, the other one's a lawyer, and the other one's a, I don't know, astronaut. One's a brain surgeon, one's an astronaut, and that
Yeah.
guy just cured cancer. And you
And
go,
one's
"Oh."
Harry Styles.
And one's Harry Styles. Like they don't even have the weird black sheep who's, I don't know, doing a bit of rehab or they've got, hooked on drugs or something.
How was your weekend? You've gone to a place, haven't you?
Just angry at people that get handed gifts without trying, you know?
I need an Easter Bilby.
I need, no, it's
what
a
I
bunny.
need.
It's a chocolate bunny. That's what we need. If you do know somebody that is the Ash Barty of your world, let's rip them apart this morning.
Fitzy and Wippa.
Philip in Canley Heights. Do you have a gifted friend?
Oh, yeah. Hey, guys. I got a mate that I went to school with. All he did was just play MapleStory every day, and he still managed to become the duck of the school.
He just did
now he's
what
a
every
pilot.
day, Phil?
I play MapleStory.
Oh, okay. A computer game.
Yeah, computer game, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's all he did.
and he
no
ducks.
study, no nothing.
Ducks the school and now he's a pilot.
Yeah.
Yeah, too
Oh,
smart.
my gosh, it's
Far
too
too
much.
smart, Phil. He's just warming up
Yep.
too, I would suspect. And what about you, Phil? Are you academically gifted?
I'm more like the hands-on type of person.
Yeah, me
I'm
too.
doing all right.
Me too, Phil.
Yeah, you've rung us before. We love you, Phil.
Go on,
You know
Phil.
what? Socially, you're a genius. That's what you
Beautiful.
are, Phil. You know?
Beautiful, Phil.
I just love the show. You guys always got interesting things that you guys talk about.
No, we
No,
love you,
that's
Phil, and you're the interesting thing on this show.
And you always want some merchandise or something, Phil. Well, you've got it. Fitzy and Wippa umbrella coming your way, Phil. It's all
Oh,
yours.
no way.
Well done.
Awesome. Thank
Let's
you.
go to Paddy in Springwood. What did you find your gift? What did you find that you're gifted at without trying, Paddy?
Fitzy and Wippa, how are you, boys?
You're good, Paddy.
Yeah. What is that? It's actually myself and my sister. We've done absolutely donuts of training, absolutely none. And yesterday went down, did a Spartan race and smashed it in some pretty hectic times, like 40 minutes or something like that.
So
it was pretty good.
Spartan's like your true grit, or that's your big course, isn't it?
That's exactly right. Yeah, so it was 5, 10 Ks, whatever it was, and 20 obstacles.
I've done
20 obstacles, right? So like a
I've
tough
done
mudder.
one of those before, and I couldn't walk for 2 weeks afterwards.
Oh, Jesus.
But there are people that just can rock up and do that. Losers like you, Paddy, you know, and that's why we're bringing you down this morning. Thanks, mate.
Could I?
Yeah.
Does Paddy get an umbrella?
No way.
Phil
We've
got
run out.
one.
Phil got the last one.
Oh, God.
Fitzy and Wippa.
Lights, camera, hilarity.
Ooh, Sarah. Inspired by the true crime story that shocked the world, Elle Fanning stars in The Girl from Plainville. Now streaming only on Stan.
All right, the top trending stories in entertainment this morning. This very awkward moment from a Mel Gibson interview. It was live on Fox News only a few moments ago. And basically, you don't even get to hear Mel Gibson speak because there's a question that most people don't want to answer. And as you boys know better than anyone, when your handlers get involved, you don't have to say a word even if the interview is live.
I was wondering if, you had been the one that jumped up out of his seat and slapped Chris Rock, if you would have been treated the same way, Mel.
Hello, Jesse. Thank you. That's our time.
Have you ever thought about that?
Thank you, Jesse. That is our time.
Well, Mel, thank you very much for joining Jesse Waters Primetime, and we really appreciate it. April 13th, the movie drops, Father Stu. We really enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Oh, so he was there the whole
no, he
time.
was sitting there smiling the whole time. They'd done this great chat, and to be fair, it led into it because Mel was talking about keeping your ego in check and how he has a very checkered past where his ego can get out of control, and he said it's taken me a career basically to get on top of it. So it really made sense. This guy didn't just come out of left field and start the interview with what about the slap?
I think I really enjoy the way you refer to them as handlers. Like we have a dangerous animal here. We have 3 handlers. They will control everything and jump in if necessary.
Big name celebrities are
Have
dangerous
handlers.
animals.
Yes,
they
they
have
are.
handlers. Guys, one of the biggest boy bands in the world is putting down the mic. BTS.
Is that it?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
What?
They have to join the South Korean army. It's mandatory.
Compulsory army. At what, 21 or 18?
Between 18 and 28, every single man, South Korean man, must serve for at least 18 months.
Wow.
The ambassador has come out and said the boys will be held to the exact same obligations as the rest of the country.
Imagine being in the trenches with BTS.
Yeah, and all
That'd
of a
be
sudden,
so awesome.
you're about to go over. You can hear the gunfire, and then all of a sudden, the boys are on, and there's a routine, and they dance their way out of a bunker.
Let's stop this war with music.
Yeah. We challenge you guys to drop your weapons and to have a dance-off.
Well, I mean,
Terrible.
could well, North Korea's obviously always on the footstep there, isn't it?
Well, this
Jeez.
is the thing, and that's why they're saying, because they were asked, the ambassador was asked about it and saying North Korea is so much more aggressive these days. What about this? And he said, yeah, absolutely, the boys have to serve.
There'd be a great
Amazing.
military album that comes out of
Oh,
this,
my
though.
God, won't
Amazing.
there? Just called Camos.
Yeah.
Finally, guys, Hugh Jackman was on Jimmy Kimmel, and he's revealed that he broke down crying at the airport one time because he was detained. So I'll paint the picture for you. He's been... He'd tried to re-enter Canada twice in the same week because he'd auditioned for a very big role. I'll let him tell you that part. But he obviously then got the role and had to come back. And they were like, you don't have the right visas and things. The production crew had said to Hugh, when you get there, just lie and say you're still being auditioned. Do not say you have the role. Anyway, he's put in the room, he's interrogated, he can't handle it. He starts to cry.
I said, listen, I'm sorry. It's just I've got this part in this thing and they haven't got my visa. And he goes, what's the thing? And I said, well, it's X-Men. It's like a comic book. He goes, what? I said, he goes, well, you mean like the animation thing, X-Men? And I goes, well, no, they're doing a live-action version of it. He goes, what? And I said, yeah. And he goes, well, what did you audition for? And I said, it's a character called Wolverine. He goes, what? And he literally looked at me, and then he just saw all his mates. He goes, hey, Jimmy, it's Wolverine. It's Wolverine.
He was let out. No issue. Get on your way.
Because he was Wolverine. We got a little bit of the time we put in a phone call when they were filming Wolverine.
I purposely didn't give you the heads up for this
You got that there, Leno? Is that in the system? Or don't tell me Z is frozen.
Yeah, it's frozen again.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Shocking.
Oh, it has frozen. What a circus.
Will it let us fire off a song, Leno? Or
We'll
not?
do anything.
Wolverine. I'm not afraid of you, Wolverine.
I mean, that was an audition. I mean, he was still detained after that.
Fitzy and Wippa.